Hi everybody, it's Robin with Uniquely Robins. You have to excuse my desk, it's a mess right now. This does make your workspace kind of messy and cluttered, but it's well worth it in the end. So, we're working on this section here today. And I was going to tell you the other day and I forgot. There's two ways that you can do the background in this. You can either just put your paper down first and then add these to the top. If you don't mind the little black part showing, I'll show you on this one because I think I did this one that way. Can't remember for sure. It's been so long since I did this one. Yeah. See, I didn't even put anything in between these, which I may go back and do because I don't like it like that. But this little black section where they connect, if you don't mind seeing that, then you can just lay your paper, your background paper down first and then glue those right to the top. Come on. Sorry about that. I didn't want her to start barking out there. Or you can do what I did, and I kind of messed it up a little bit, so I'll show you how to do it, how I messed it up, and how I'm going to fix mine. So, it's be a learning experience. Okay, what I did was I took my paper and I laid these all out. I laid my piece of paper over top of it and marked where the end of each one of these are on one side. I didn't mark both sides, which was my mistake. I should have marked it on both sides, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that wasn't my problem. What I did was I didn't cut my paper the exact right size. I had it a little too long, and it was hitting this and wasn't letting it go. But once you mark where those are at, then you take a small hole punch and you punch them out on both sides, and then you cut a line. Let me put this down so you can see better. Then you cut a line from one hole to the other, two really thin lines, so you have the space in between. You can make pockets that way too. I think I have seen people do that, make pockets like that also. If you don't cut it on this side like I did by having to trim my paper down. But then once you do that, if you haven't messed your other side up like I did, you just kind of hold it up and you can weave these pages through where those holes are at if you're real careful, which evidently I wasn't careful enough. But you just weave your pages through those holes and then it will slide down behind there and cover all that up for you. And you do have the little holes right through on both sides, which a lot of people just leave that. What I like to do is take the little flat back beads, you can get them in all different colors, and I put those on there on both sides. So that will hide my mistake also. Where I cut this other side, I didn't cut it quite long enough, which happens sometimes, and instead of wasting that whole piece of paper, I just figured, oh, I'm going to put those on there anyway, so once I get those on there on both sides, you won't really notice that. But yeah, that's how you do it. So now I'm going to glue this down. Of course, it's going to be easier for me to glue down because mine is cut. But if you want to do it the easy way, the easiest way to do it is to put your paper down first, then put these on. Then the only thing you're going to see is just that little piece of black, strip of black under there that you docked. That's the only part you'll see back here. But that's up to you, however you want to do it. Sometimes it drives me nuts to see that, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on the day, I guess. So I'm going to go through and glue these down. And I forgot to ink that part too, so we'll do that afterward. But I think it looks nicer with this back there than the black. Especially if you're going to use a light colored paper like this is. And since I am mix matching these kits, I'm kind of calling this book the Elegant Industrial, or Industrial Meets Flowers, or something. Will come up something. But I do love these two kits together. They complement each other and they contrast each other, and I like that. A little carried away with my glue there, didn't I? And you can do the same way with the page part too, if you want to. The part on this side. I'm not sure if I'll do that way or not. I never know what I'm going to do until I do it. Most of the time it works out okay in the end. I won't say all the time, but most of the time. And this is where you can put your either your pictures or your journaling, whichever you prefer to do. Make sure that's going to close. Yeah, okay. It will. All right. Now, I've already cut out the pieces for this section and inked them, so that will save us a little time. Put these in two separate piles because I'm gonna this is the one I wanted on the top. Okay. So now we're just gonna put these on. I have to fill my glue bottle again. And I hope my glue holds out. I probably should have ordered some to come this week because it's supposed to be fairly decent this week. I don't know, sometimes they're picky about sending that glue when it's cold out. I'm hoping I have enough to get by until I can get some. You know, the one year they sent it to me in the winter, but then the next year they wouldn't, so you never know. Okay. And I'm putting the this on all the back sides. That way, if you wanna, they'll be kind of uniformed and they're easy to write on. If you have a dark pen. I'm kind of alternating these, the purpley colors and the green and yellow colors. That way it'll tie in the rest of it when we do it. One of these. Gotta watch me, I'll try to grab the wrong one. Just try to get them on there as evenly as you possibly can. Getting stuck on that one flap over here. Keeps grabbing me. Come on. Try not to have to stop to fill this up, but I might have to. So I'm running low. This way. Purple. I heard you yelling at me that time. Hoping my phone doesn't ring through this. It's not supposed to mess up my video, but it has been, and I don't understand why. I'll have to do some checking into that, find out why it is coming through. Hoping to get it done before they call me. Okay. And the next one. Yeah, I think I am going to have to fill my glue bottle up. I apologize. I'll try to do it quickly. If my hands will work, I will. Hopefully I can do it quickly without making a big mess. Yeah, see, this is about empty. Might have enough in there to fill it up one more time. A little one. Okay. Sorry about that. I've already cut these and inked them, so I wouldn't forget to ink them. Except for that back piece, I did forget to ink that, but I can do that. Am I the only one that gets glue all over them when they do stuff? I do. I just get glue everywhere. Not that I mind to. Did I do that right? Yes, okay. Thought I put the wrong one on there, but I didn't. Not yet, anyway. I kind of took a chance on this project because it's a little longer process than a lot of them that I do when I promote videos, because I like to make sure the projects get done within the week's time, and especially if I'm going to try to cut that back to 3 days. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I was thinking that if I cut it back, the promotions back to 3 days instead of 5, that'd give me a couple of days a week just to play and do some of the stuff I've been wanting to get done. But I do enjoy these kits. I think they are so beautiful, and the ladies who make these are just incredible. I think we might, I'm thinking about maybe putting a pocket down here, or a little tuck spot or something. Not sure yet. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. A purple and a green, a purple, green, purple, green. I like it. I think it goes really nice together. Okay, so let's do this flap part up here next. This is the piece that goes on the inside. And in this kit, Nathalie does have some file folders and some pockets and stuff. So we will be taking advantage of that too. Now up here, I could have just did 3 sides of this and made this paper a pocket. But since this is not chipboard, this is just cardstock, I want to make sure that my pocket is very sturdy, so I'm going to go ahead and cover it, and then we will go back and put a pocket on the inside. Maybe the outside too, never know. But at least the inside. Because I'm thinking that, I know that's a dangerous thing, me thinking, but I think, I'll look here in just a minute, but glue on my fingers. Okay, let's look. Yeah, see her file folders, once we fold them, will slide right in there. So we're going to make a pocket down here to slide the file folders into. Even if we have to cut the file folders down just a little bit. But I think we'll be good with them. I don't think we'll have to cut them down. But we'll see. Usually when I make these kind of albums, I make them as photo albums. Well, a journaling photo album. Man, that was like a tongue twister. But they don't have to be a photo album at all. I mean, you can make it just a journal if that's what you prefer. This one goes, I hope I didn't put these on the wrong side. Because if I remember correctly, one was smaller than the other. I could be wrong. It's highly possible. Did you see that? Did you see that? See how I fixed my little mistake right there? I just put that down over a little bit, just a tiny bit. And it's still going to close for us. This is the side I was wondering about. Yeah, okay, it'll still work. Thought maybe I put the wrong one on there and got it too long. Okay, this is the one we have for this side. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, because it'll be on the outside. I should have not put that inside one on yet, though. Goodness me. It's a good thing part of my YouTube is to show you how to fix mistakes, because I make a lot of them. I'm going to have to trim that just a little bit down through there. Did make it a little too long. I thought I did. Okay. But what I did do that I should have not done yet, get this clutter out of my way because I can't concentrate. I figured I was going to close these with a brad. I have some decorative brads. I'm going to put one on one side and one on the other and put the string to loop it with. So I should have left this side off until I put that on so that I could cover that up with this paper, but I'll just cut another piece and put over top of it. Because I do want this paper on there and I don't want that brad showing. And it'll also give it more support, so I'm never really too sorry when I have to add paper because of that. All right, now let's get this one. I did the same thing over there too, so no worries. Now, if I didn't want to add a whole another piece of paper on there, I could just put a decoration on it to cover it, or, you know, there's lots of ways that you could camouflage it, but. All right. See here. Get it straight. Kind of a roll here, making sure that it's actually staying down. Oops. Good. All right. Grab my paper towels next time instead of these tissues, because the tissues want to stick to the glue all over your fingers. Okay. And I think we're going to put this piece right in there. So let me trim this down, because I can tell it is crooked for one. See if that is trimmed enough. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. There's a piece of rosemary there is really pretty. Or sage. I think it, who knows? Could be time. Alright. Still need to go just a tiny bit more. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Somebody was talking about happy mistakes yesterday, which I have seen people do happy mistakes to do something and they think, oh, they messed it up, but it turns out better than what they expected. I don't know if I've ever had a happy mistake or not. Well, lots of mistakes. But fixing them is not usually really hard. All right. So there we have that section done. So now we just have to do this section and this section. And then we can start decorating and putting all of our little doodads in. I am going to go ahead and go through here and, or do I want to wait until after I put the paper on? I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and glue my pockets down or put the paper on first. I think I'll put the paper on first, that way I don't have to, oh, yeah, we'll put the paper on first. We're doing both at the same time. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so far we have our whole outside done, and I'll find my brads and have those for tomorrow too. I did glue this down where the thing's gonna come across and meet it. So we have our whole outside covered up. I'm not going to say done because it's not decorated yet, so it's not done, but covered up. And I have to figure out which way I want those to go. And then this will just tie right here. Trying to figure out which way I want me get this to go down first because it's in my crease. Guess I could have cut that paper even smaller. If I want this to go on the top, or I think I want this one to go on the top because it's a little longer. I think it'll hold nicer. And then we'll put our brads in here tomorrow as well as do this other side. And we will go from there. I was trying not to make this an astronomically long video. But I'm still trying to get it done in my time frame. And then we will just tie a little bow on here. And there you have it. And even once we get those covered, we're still going to have plenty of room in there to add embellishments, and for whoever, you know, purchases it or buys it or gets it, will have plenty of room to do what they want to do inside there too. And if you don't want to fold that back here, you could stop your lace here and not go under this front page and then just let it tie across there. I just kind of like it that way so it's kind of hidden and it doesn't distract from the front page. Since we have the closure, it's not really a closure, it's just for looks. So, okay, well, we will see you tomorrow and we will work on the other side. You guys have a great day. Stay safe out there. God bless. Bye-bye.